A very good evening to all of you, my dear kids. I am Manisha Das on behalf of eTuition family. Welcome you all to today's class. Let me remind you that our eTuition family is providing quality education for your better tomorrow. So don't forget to be a part of our eTuition family. So my dear class 10 students, today we are at the part 2 of our lesson, Management of Natural Resources, and in today's part we will be discussing all the NCERT question and answers. So let's see whether you have revised it or not, right? So the first question is, what changes would you suggest in your home in order to be environment friendly? So we would suggest some changes in our home to make it environment friendly. Let us see what are these. Separate waste into recyclable, non-recyclable, like biodegradable and non-biodegradable substances. We can separate them, right? And we have to use electricity judiciously. It means whenever there is no need of any electrical appliances, we must switch them off, right? Yeah. Now we should follow 3 R's, that is reduce, recycle and reuse, and eat as much as you require, but do not waste food, and use water judiciously. You have to fix the leaky taps and you have to turn your tap off while brushing your teeth, right? And we must use newspaper, use less plastic, and have more windows in the house for natural light. TV, fans, lights should be turned off while going outside in the room, and less use of heaters. Try wearing sweaters instead. And public transport must be used, because if individuals will use a mode of transport, so the pollution will be increasing, right? Okay. Now next question is, can you suggest some changes in your school which would make it environment friendly? Yes, definitely. We can plant more and more trees in our school, and we can fix the leaky taps, and we can bring food in reusable boxes, not in plastic bags like in aluminium foil. And teachers can tell their students about environment conservation. There should be more windows in school for natural light. Next is, we saw in this chapter that there are 4 main stakeholders when it comes to forest and wildlife, right? So which among these should have the authority to decide the management of forest produce? So why do you think so? See, the people living in and around the forest and the forest department of the government could have been given the authority to manage, because the people who are living inside, they have the proper knowledge that which product should be used properly, and the authority of this forest department, okay, they have the sufficient power and resource so that they can use the forest resources well, right? Okay. In addition to this, they would not damage the forest and use forest sustainably, because they live inside the forest. The forest is their home, and we also take care of our home nicely, right? Yeah. Next question is, how can you as an individual contribute or make a difference to the management of a forest and wildlife? So let us see the first point. As a forest and as an individual, how can we contribute to the conservation of forest and wildlife, right? We should not cut trees, right? If trees needed to be cut, okay, then new tree should be planted, है ना? So we can transfer. It means if you are cutting one tree, you have to plant some trees, right? And next is, trees should be saved from fire, and forest animals should be protected. Their illegal hunting should be prohibited, and sustainable management of natural resources. Now, as an individual, how will you manage the water resources? See, tap should be closed when water is not in use, while brushing, shaving, washing hands, and protect water resources from getting polluted. And if there is any leaky water distribution system like taps, we should fix them. Now next is, how we will protect the coal and petroleum, right? So we will use public transport to save petrol. We will not use electricity in vain. Do not use the electricity in vain. It means proper use of electricity. And we will switch off the vehicle while waiting in the traffic signal, right? And wear extra sweater instead of using heaters, and use LPG and CNG. Now, what can you do as an individual to reduce your consumption of the various natural resources? What we can do? we can follow the principle of 3 R's, that are reduce, reuse and recycle. And plastic bag should be reused for the storage of food and small things. Food should be taken as per requirement. It means you can take in small proportion but many times, not a large amount at a time, so that you will waste. So don't do like that. We should take how much is needed, right? Reusable bottle should be used to store water every day. And the devices the use of renewable resources like solar energy, tidal energy and hydel energy, okay, we can use that. Now, list 5 changes you have done ever the last 1 week to conserve our natural resources. What have you done? You might have switched off the lights, fans, televisions to save the electricity. You must have closed the tap while you are not using it, and used energy efficient electrical appliances like we are using CFL and fluorescent tube lights instead of traditional filament type electric bulbs, right? We have used public transport instead of personal car or personal vehicle, and took bath with less water than before, did not waste water, and took part in community awareness. You have aware your neighbors about how we can conserve our natural resources. And increase the pressure on our natural resources. What you have done? You have used more paper than required for printing on your computer, kept the fan on even when you are not using it, and you have wasted food, burnt crackers, okay, because Diwali is coming, you will be burning crackers, but don't burn the crackers. Instead of using earthen diyas, okay, use the earthen diyas. And wasted petrol in unnecessary starting the motorbike. Have you seen so many people used to keep their vehicle in start while waiting in the traffic lights, which is not good. Yeah. Now next question is, on the basis of the issues raised in this chapter, what changes would you incorporate in your lifestyle in a move towards the sustainable use of our resources? What you should do? See, we should limit our personal and collective needs beyond laws, rules and regulations. Okay, it means we must believe in sustainable development. We will make everything available for our future generation in good condition. Okay, and we will promise to close the tap. Okay, we'll promise to close the tap when we are not using it. We will switch off the fans, lights and electrical appliances when they are not in use. Okay, we will use public transport system. We will not use polythene bags. Instead we will use jute bags, paper bags and cloth bags. Okay, and we will not litter in the public. Okay, we will keep everything in the dustbin, right? Yeah. So my dear kids, sustainable development, holding our world in trust for our children. Sustainable development means we will hand over this world as it is or in a good condition to our future generation. I hope you have understood this chapter. With this, I would like to request you be a part of our eTuition family. Don't forget to watch, like, share and subscribe to our channel. Till then, stay safe, stay happy and thank you.